Hi everyone and welcome. I am Cassandra. This is a gentle morning yoga flow to release emotional burden. This practice is trauma informed. Go ahead and get into some comfortable clothing, comfortable positions. You can be in your bed if you want or on a yoga mat somewhere else. It is completely up to you. We are going to go ahead and begin in a comfortable seated position. So you can sit cross-legged, back on your heels, or in a chair. You can even sit on a bed up against a headboard, whatever feels good to you. So let's begin our practice by looking around our space and noticing cues of safety. Just notice what feels good to you, what feels safe. And go ahead and change anything you need to change before we begin our practice so that you feel as comfortable as possible. All right, so we are going to begin with a breath work called Cyclic Sighing. So we do a deep double inhale through the nose, and then we exhale through pursed lips through the mouth. So it looks like this. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale deeply as possible. Sip in a little bit more air. Exhale through the lips like you're breathing out through a straw, smoothly and slowly. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe out slowly, maybe closing down the eyes if you feel comfortable, or just fixing your gaze on one point, your drishti. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Relaxing the shoulders, the forehead, the eyebrows, and eyes. Take this at your own pace. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Two more rounds. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Breathe in deeply, breathe in completely, and then exhale. Release and relax your muscles as you breathe out slowly and smoothly. Beautiful. Just take a moment to ground your energy. Maybe continuing to look around the room. Maybe trying to close your eyes down for a second or two and just noticing how the physical body feels. If your mind is quite active, maybe you have a pencil or pen and a piece of paper. And kind of jot your thoughts down as we move through our practice today so you can stay as present as possible with the breath, with the body, without looping on the thoughts. So getting them out of the mind and onto a piece of paper can be super useful. So do whatever you need to do to get comfortable. We're going to transition into cat-cow, so onto our hands and our knees. So just moving slowly. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Maybe tucking the toes or pointing the toes, whatever feels good for you. We're going to begin by dropping the belly, reaching the head and the chin up, reaching the hips up, really dropping that belly low, and then exhale, reversing that, pulling the navel up towards the spine, tucking the pelvis and bringing the chin to the chest, and just moving through these cat-cows at your own pace. Now, if this position is uncomfortable and you really do not like it, you can just find something that feels better in your body. Maybe sitting back and resting in a child's pose. Maybe lying down on the belly. Just noticing what you need, bending at the elbows here. Don't lock out at that joint. Beautiful. When you're ready, we are going to come all the way down to lie on our belly. So take your time. Let's start up on the elbows in Sphinx Pose. So elbows and forearms are down. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Press into the elbows, looking up, reaching through your crown, tucking the chin slightly. So lots of tension and strength in the arms here. Maybe pointing the toes, getting some tension in the legs. And just noticing how this feels. Stretching the belly. So you can stay here if you want to create more strength and tension in the arms and the legs. We're going to lower down, bring the hands on top of one another, stack them up like a little pillow. Rest the forehead down on the hands and then just looking left and right, releasing any tension in the neck and shoulders. And if you want to, you're going to shake the hips left and right as well. So really getting a vigorous shake, releasing any tension in the back and the hips, the glutes. And if you want to, you can move your head left and right here, massaging the forehead. And just continuing to release any tension in the neck. At any point, if any of the positions don't feel good to you, go ahead and stop and find something else that feels better, more nourishing. So oftentimes, lots of emotions and traumas are stored in the hips, so we're just shaking and releasing. Might feel better for you to stand up, kind of jump or shake your entire body from a standing position. Just a couple more breaths here. See if you can keep your breath long, smooth, and deep as you vibrate and move the body. Relax the belly as best as you can. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and pause the shaking for a moment. We're going to take the left leg out to the side. So this is a half frog pose here. So just as much as feels good to you, flex the left foot. And then we're going to rest the forehead down again. So if you want to shake the hips a little bit here, you can. Although it feels a little different and awkward, just notice that sensation. Continuing to release any tension and stress. And see if you can really completely relax the upper body down. You might even want to bring the right ear to the bed and just find stillness. Notice what feels best for you. We're really slowing everything down so that we can tune in and listen to our body and what it is telling us that we need. Continue with the long, slow, deep breathing. And when you feel ready, we're just going to switch sides. So come on up, straighten the left leg, bring the right leg up. I've got to scoot out of Alice's way here because she is very busy relaxing herself. So right leg is up to the side and bent. Flex the right foot. Maybe begin by shaking the hips and just noticing how that feels, releasing any tension. Maybe relaxing the left ear down to the bed. Nice, long, slow, deep breathing here. Just taking your time. There's no rush, and there is no right or wrong way to do this. Either move here gently or find stillness. Just notice what you can do to make yourself 1% more comfortable. And then from here, we are going to transition to lying on our backs. So however you get there, go ahead and just move your body. Come to lie down. Maybe bringing the soles of the feet to the bed, dropping both of your knees to the right, looking over to the left. Nice, long, slow, deep breathing. Switching sides, dropping knees over to the left, looking to the right. A nice release for your lower back here. All right, so from here we are going to take our feet and our hands up to the ceiling, pointing and flexing the feet. You can do the same with the hands. You can also find circular movements if that feels better. And let's rest our hands down on belly, chest, or bed. And we're just going to take turns bending and straightening each leg. So I have my right knee bent, and then now I'm straightening my right leg, bending the left, and we're just transitioning from side to side, releasing any tension in the legs. You can flex or point your feet here, so just play with both. Notice what feels good. Coming back to center, hugging your knees into your chest nice and wide. And then we're going to draw circles with our knees. So just move in opposite directions here. We'll change directions in just a moment. Continuing to release any stored emotions in the hips. Switch directions. Nice, long, slow, deep breathing. Stick with the breath. And then let's bring the soles of our feet to rest, nice and wide. Heels are out, toes are in, knees rest on one another. Palms are facing down on the body or on the ground. It's helping the energy settle and release. Maybe coming back to the cyclic sighing here. Inhale through the nose. Inhale again. Nice, long, smooth exhale like you are blowing out through a straw. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do a few more. Inhale, inhale, exhale. last one. All right, my friends, go ahead and take any final postures before our final resting pose. Maybe you want to take happy baby, some hamstring stretches, or dropping knees left and right. When you feel comfortable, maybe straightening the legs or just continuing to rest in constructive position of rest. Noticing the slowed heart rate, the smooth breathing, the grounding sensation under your back, your hips, your legs, arms, and head. Allowing all of the muscles of your body to relax completely. Just releasing down. Allowing the bed or the earth to cradle you and hold you. And this is where I leave you today, my sweet friends. I hope that you are nice and relaxed, and I hope you have a really beautiful day. Bye.